Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. We wrap up June of year 4 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League in Cleveland, Ohio, where the Cleveland Indians host the New York Yankees. The Indians' struggles starting this season have been talked about a great deal, but they've started to dig their way out. They had won 12 of 13 entering this series at home against the Yankees to get themselves back in to the playoff picture. The Yankees have squashed that in a hurry. 26 runs over the first 2 games of this 3-game set. The Yankees go for the sweep here in Cleveland. The Yankees have been a powerhouse all year. The Indians will try to avoid the sweep and get back on track. And starting for them will be Corey Kluber. Kluber is 10-6, a 3.85 earned run average in 17 starts so far this season. You can see the record, 16 decisions in 17 starts. He has been going deep into the games here. Kluber will try to get things going. Derek Jeter, batting .318, steps in for the Yankees to get us underway on a Sunday afternoon here in Cleveland. Our good friend Tim, Cleve baseball fan, joins us. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, pitching has not been the Indian strong suit over these first 2 games. The Yankees have had their way with them, for sure. And the Indians have been so bad up until this month, really, but they have had a terrific month up until these last 2 games. Jeter lays down a bunt, uncharacteristic. Kluber comes off the mound nicely, throws to Tomey, and there's one away. Your Yankees lineup: Jeter, the scalding hot Bernie Williams, and Lou Gehrig. Aaron Judge, Roger Maris, and Charlie Keller. Rookie Yogi Berra, Joe Gordon, and Gil McDougal. The Yankees batting .276 as a team, second in the American League. Coming into bat here, Bernie Williams. 14-game hitting streak for Bernie. He's got that average at .347. 14 homers, 37 RBIs. Bernie has kind of been bad year, good year, bad year, good year for the Yankees through the first 4 years here in the FSBL. Sinker for Kluber is strike 1. Another sinker for Kluber. That one misses down low. Just getting underway here in Cleveland. Kluber rocks and fires. That fastball misses up high. It's 2-1. Kluber gets the sign from Victor Martinez and delivers. That one is in there for a called strike. And the count is even at 2-2. Kluber delivers. Bernie hits it well to center. Lofton's going back on it. He'll have plenty of room. Puts that one away for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Yankees, wearing the 1919 versions of their uniforms. That'll bring up Lou Gehrig. .297, 27 homers, 56 RBIs. Gehrig tied for 7th in the American League in RBIs, 3rd in the American League in homers. The average has dipped now down below 300. OPS a tick below 1,000. For the reigning American League most valuable player. Kluber rocks and fires. Cutter there on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Gets the sign and delivers. Cutter, that one comes inside. It's 2-1 to Gehrig. Aaron Judge waits on deck. Fastball inside, 3-1. Missing Judge, 324. Sixth in the league in average, tied for the league lead in homers, leading the league in RBIs. Gehrig pulls that one foul. Full count as Kluber stares in. Delivers, sinker down low. Gehrig chases one out of the zone, but gets a piece to stay alive. 3-2 offering. Fastball, Gehrig fights it off, fouls another one. Fastball up high, gets him swinging. Down goes Gehrig, a 1-2-3 inning for Kluber, who wins the battle against Gehrig there to wrap up the top of the first. We head to the bottom half in Cleveland. Yankees nothing. Cleveland coming up. Hey there, Paul. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I hope all is well. Good morning to you as Ron Guidry takes the hill here for the Yankees. 9-3, 3.16. Another terrific season for the Gator. He will start off facing Kenny Lofton. Lofton up to 262 now. He's tied for second in the league in steals with 23. Lofton, just a horrendous start to this year. He has started to come around, coinciding with the Indians' better play here in June. These first two games of this series against the Yankees notwithstanding. Lofton tries to lay a bunt down, fouls it off. It's 0-2. Slider misses down and away. Guidry doesn't seem to like the explanation there from the home plate ump. Oxen delivers again. Slider misses down low. That one a little bit more blatantly. It's 2-2. Guidry rocks and fires. Slider, Gehrig. Lofton gets a piece of it there. Gehrig, of course, making the final out in the top half. Another 2-2 offering from Guidry. Popped straight up in front of the plate. Berra gets underneath it, puts it away, and there's one down.
Batting second.
The Indians lineup: Lofton, Lodgeway, Manny Ramirez, Doby, Jose Ramirez, Victor Martinez, Jim Thome, struggling and batting against a lefty down in the 7th hole. Al Rosen bats 8th at the DH. Ray Chapman brings up the rear for the Indians. Here's Napoleon Lodgeway, 3rd in the American League in batting at 337. Fouls off the first pitch here from the Guidry. Preemptive strike on the uniform. I'm going to see Yogi Berra is wearing 88 instead of 8. Again, Berra, one of those players where the game will not let him wear the retired number 8. Well, the other guys here in this Yankees lineup wearing their retired numbers, Gehrig most notably. And it's a kind of an inconsistent glitch in the show that I wonder if the new version of the game has fixed. Again, this is MLB The Show 22. They're up to 25 now. 1-2 offering. Lodgeway puts it out to center, but Bernie is there. Puts it away for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder.
So 2 up, 2 down for the Tribe. Here's Manny, and Manny easily having the worst season of his 4-year career. Only batting .240. He has shown some signs of breaking out, but then he cools off again. The Indians are going to, complete the comeback after the terrible start from the season. They're going to need Manny and Jim Thome to get on track. Manny's been bad. Tome's been worse. Those two have carried the Indians to 3 straight division titles. Manny fouls off the fastball off the plate. Manny's been chasing a bit more this year than what he's done previously in his career. That's how you see the tumble in the batting average, and he doesn't have to chase that one. That one comes right down Broadway, and Ramirez deposits it deep into the seats and left. And the Indians strike first. Homer number 16 from Manny Ramirez. A no-doubter from Ramirez, and the Indians take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Ramirez unloads on that one. Right down the middle from Guidry. And Manny sends this ball real far. Didn't quite reach the second deck, but way, way out of here. So 1-0 Indians. Larry Dolby will step in. Dolby batting .243 as Guidry tries to shake off the long ball. First pitch fastball is a strike. 19 homers, 44 RBIs for Dolby. Bit past the midway point in the season. Fastball misses up high. Slider misses down and away. It's 2-1. Fastball misses 3-1. Jose Ramirez swings in the on-deck circle. That fastball is in for a called strike. Full count offering from Guidry to Dolby. Hopped up. McDougal is there, puts it away. And the side is retired, but the Indians strike on the Manny Ramirez long ball. We head to the top of the second here in Cleveland. It's 1-0 Tribe. So here's Aaron Judge, 324, 28 homers, 63 RBIs, and 1107 OPS. Judge has just been sensational here in year 4. Pitch slider is in for a called strike. And Judge is 6th in average, tied for the league lead in homers with Rafael Palmeiro of the Rangers, leading the league in runs batted in. With it there, Judge pulls it down. Griffin Kluber down and in. Judge chases it. Gets a piece, though, to stay alive. That's ball there. Pulls it out. Kluber delivers. Judge, ground ball up the middle. Lodgeway ranges to his right. He's not going to get there, and it's a single for Aaron Judge. So Judge leads off the top of the second with a ground ball base hit up the middle.
The designated hitter, number 9.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Roger Maris. Maris batting .253. First pitch swinging and sends it well out to center, but pretty much straight away center. Lofton, plenty of room, puts it away, and there's one down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Charlie Keller.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, Charlie Keller. Keller comes in batting .248, a homer and 16 RBIs. And Keller crushes this one. See you later. Yankees take the lead. Charlie Keller has not played much this season. He's been good for the Yankees for the past couple, but he's kind of been an odd man out this year. The emergence of Roger Maris has had a big part to do with that. So Keller has been a bench guy, but now, after Carl Crawford, the starting left fielder, again, Crawford acquired before last season by the Yankees from the Rays. Crawford struggled mightily this season. Brett Gardner got the call up. They tried to get Gardner in there because they liked having the speed. Gardner's been terrible. Keller gets inserted back into the lineup to try to take a shot at it, and stuff like that will get him some more at bats. 2-1 Yankees. Here's the rookie, Yogi Berra. Berra, struggling here in his first season, does have the 9 homers, but still batting .209. Berra's going to reach his peak probably sooner rather than later. Pops this one up on the infield. Ray Chapman puts it away for the second out. With Berra's poor rookie season, not really getting a heck of a lot of notice because of how good the Yankees have been as a team. Here's the reigning Rookie of the Year, Joe Gordon. Gordon banged .302, 15 homers, 47 RBIs for the Yankees second baseman. Gordon narrowly edged out the Blue Jays' Josh Gibson for Rookie of the Year honors a year ago. Rounds this one down to third. Jose Ramirez on the backhand. Nice play. Throws to first. And the side is retired. But King Kong Keller goes yard. And the Yankees get 2 to take the lead. We head to the bottom of 2. It's 2-1 New York. So here's Jose Ramirez, 260, 13 homers, 35 RBIs as he steps in to face Ron Guidry in the bottom of the second here in Cleveland. Yankees going for the sweep. And they scored 25 runs in the first 2 games of this series. Guidry delivers. Ramirez down the right field line. It's slicing. That ball will get down foul. It's 1-1. Ramirez fouled that one back. Guidry deals again. That one's down in the dirt. High fastball fans him, gets him chasing out of the zone. First strikeout for Guidry, and there's one away. Here's Victor Martinez, and Martinez has heated up here in June. He's got that average up over 300 to 305. Only 2 homers, 14 RBIs for Vmar. Fastball gets the high strike. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Berra scooped it, throws to first. Martinez, slow-footed catcher, is throwing out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Guidry, 2 away. Here's Jim Thome. Thome batting .215, as we mentioned. Thome and Manny Ramirez, both terrible first halves. Obviously a big part of the Indians' struggle. 13 homers, 30 RBIs. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Guidry rocks and fires. Berra sets up away. He goes away, but misses outside. 1-2 the count. Gets him chasing that slider, and down goes Tomek. Idri strikes out the side here in the second. We'll head to the third. It's 2-1 New York. Here's the third baseman, Gil McDougall. McDougall batting .271, 6 homers, 29 runs batted in. Solo homer for Manny Ramirez in the first, 2-run homer for Charlie Keller in the second. That's what's got us here. 2-1 Yankees in the top of the third. Fastball misses up and in. It's 2-0. Fields that shot down the right field line, slicing well, Calvo, and out of play. There's fouled off, and it goes to 2-2. Hoover delivers. Dougal skies this one to left fairly well, but it'll stay in the yard. And he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
So that'll bring up Derek Jeter. Jeter grounded out his first time up. He tried to punt for a hit. Sinker there, misses outside. Jeter pulls this one foul. One and one the count. Fastball misses down low. Jeter, of course, the American League batting champion in year 2. Off the fastball there, it's 2-2. Kluber deals. High fastball inside. Jeter chases, down he goes. Second strikeout for Kluber, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Bernie Williams. Bernie is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Put this one out to left center. Manny drifting over. Sets and makes the grab, and the side is retired. So good work there from Kluber. We'll head to the bottom of the third here in Cleveland. Rosen, Chapman, and Lofton due up for the Indians. They trail it 2-1. Here's Al Rosen, 276. 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Idri struck out the side in the second. Slider there, locks Rosen up, and it's 0-2. Ball there is fouled off. One shot foul down the right-hand side. Slider there, misses down low. 1-2 the count. Slider there, backs Rosen off. Jackknifes out of the way. Obviously no intent on a breaking ball, but that doesn't stop the fans from expressing some silly displeasure. 2-2, fastball is fouled straight back. Fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Rosen. So Guidry picks up his 4th strikeout. It's his 4th strikeout in a row, actually.
The shortstop.
That'll bring up Ray Chapman. That ball is a strike on the outside corner. Chapman riding an 8-game hitting streak. He's done a nice job this year. 307. 10 homers, 32 RBIs. Fouls that one off. Now goes to 0-2. High fastball. Chapman tries to hold up. They say he does, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball. Chapman pulls it foul. Set, delivers. Ball down low. 2-2 the count. He's taking his time. Rocks and fine. Chapman lines it out in the left. Coming on. Keller lays out. Can't come up with it. It's going to be a base hit for Ray Chapman. Sinking liner there. Keller dove. A little bit of a risky dive there, but he got a glove on it. Kind of trapped it under his body a bit. Chapman can't take advantage of it. 1 out, 1 on. Order turns over. Here's Lofton. Lofton popped out his first time up. From the set. Delivery. In there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Breaking ball gets him. 5th strikeout for Guidry. His last 5 outs have all been via the K. 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. So here's Lodgeway. He's 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. Delivery. That ball misses inside.
1 ball, no strike.
You mentioned Lodgeway entered the game batting .337, 3rd in the American League in batting. Throw over to first. Chapman dives back in. Head of the tag from Garrett. One 1-0 pitch from Guidry down in the dirt. Blocked by Berra. Runner going anyway, though. And Chapman is thrown out. I think Chapman thought that had kind of gotten through the wickets on Berra there. Berra with a good block and recovery, a strong throw, and Ray Chapman is gunned out to end the bottom of the 3rd. We're a third of the way through here in Cleveland. It's 2-1 Yankees. So Corey Kluber takes the hill to open up the 4th. We'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard for the first time today in a little bit. Stepping in here is Lou Garrett. Change up. This is down low. Oh, another change up down low that time. Garrett goes chasing it. It's 1-1. Cooper delivers. Garrett, high fly ball to center. Lofton just waits for it to come on down, right into the glove for the first down.
Now batting, number 99.
So that'll bring up Judge. Judge singled his first time up. He then scored on the Keller homer. Good slider there from Kluber. One pitch coming. Martinez sets up inside. Kluber hits inside with the changeup, and he's ahead of Judge 0-2. Red Sox lead the Orioles 3-1 in Boston. Ted Williams has hit a pair of homers, 23 and 24. Judge flies out to right to Dolby. Royals lead the Blue Jays 2-0 in the first. Dwight Evans has hit his 14th home run of the season for Kansas City. Seattle visits Oakland later. Omar Dahl and Rube Waddell, the pitching matchup there. Rangers and the Astros just underway in Houston. In Texas battle, Gaylord Perry and Mike Scott, the pitching duel there. White Sox and Twins just underway in Minnesota. Thornton Lee and Camilo Pascual, the pitching matchup there. Angels and Expos tied at 4 in the fourth in Montreal. Mike Trout has hit his 19th for Anaheim. Pirates lead the Mets 2-0 at Forbes Field in the fourth. Noah Syndergaard and Ray Kremer, the pitching matchup there. Rays and Brewers just underway in Milwaukee. Count John Montefusco and Ben McDonald, the pitching matchup in that one. Cardinals and Cubs at Wrigley just underway. Bob Gibson and Bill Hands, the pitching matchup there. Tigers and Rockies will go at it in Colorado later on Mickey Golich and Darryl Kyle. Pitching matchup in that one. 3-1 here as Kluber works to Maris. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Skies that one. Out to left, slicing away, well fouled. Need to pitch. Maris, high fly ball to center. Lofton drifting a little bit towards the gap. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So, good one going here in Cleveland. 2-1 Yankees. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Lodgeway, Ramirez, and Doby. 2 up for the Tribe. It starts with Lodgeway. Lodgeway, of course, was at the plate. Yogi Berra blocked a pitch in the dirt. Gunned down Ray Chapman trying to advance. Fastball misses inside. Fastball there. Lodgeway yanks that one foul. It's 1-1. Again, the Indians had won 12 of 13 coming into this series. The Yankees have battered Cleveland pitching, at least in the first 2 games. Slider from Guidry is in there. It's 1-2. Slider down low. Lodgeway chases that one, but gets a piece to stay alive. Guidry deals again. Another slider. Lodgeway just gets a piece. Guidry winds and fires. Down in the dirt. 2-2. Two-two pitch from Guidry. Lodgeway once again. Gould, his timing is off on the slider, but he did get a piece of it to stay alive. Two-two offering from Guidry. Slider there stays outside. It's 3-2. Jeff Hunter checks in. How are you, Jeff? It's good to see you, pal. Yes, it's a good pitching matchup. Yeah, Guidry and Kluber. Good one going here. Fastball from Guidry misses down and away. Good at bat there from Lodgeway to draw the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Manny Ramirez, his solo shot in the first, accounting for the only Indians runs at this point. Charlie Keller answered that with a 2-run homer for the Yankees in the second. Paul asked if I have a page. You know, I have a website. I have not updated it in months, just because it was a little bit tedious to do so. I do have a Facebook page. I haven't really been doing much on the Facebook page recently, but I'm going to try. This is the last game of June. I may try to get standings and leaderboards up there. I also post them in on the Discord as well. I keep on toying with bringing my Discord channel back. It just really didn't get a lot of traffic, and, which is fine. But it just didn't seem to make sense to have it when people weren't checking that out. So I shut down the Discord a while ago. But I would like to be better about giving kind of stats and stories from the leagues in a format other than just when I'm doing the lives. Fastball there. Swung on and missed, and the count goes full. Guidry delivers. Fastball up high. Manny chases, and down he goes. 6th strikeout for Guidry. Makes the first out here in the fourth. Here's Larry Doby. Doby is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. Of course, you can also follow Paul the standings and leaderboard scroll across the bottom throughout the game. Kind of get a little synopsis of things down there. 1-0 offering in there for a call strike. From the set. Fastball in for a called strike. It's 1-2. Guidry delivers. Breaking ball down low. Doby goes chasing. 7 Ks for Guidry with 2 outs in the fourth. I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you. I do need to get back to doing it. Just the way it was a Wix website that I set up, and it's basically I have to take screen grabs of all the stats here on the PlayStation, download them from the app onto my phone, then upload those onto Google Drive to download them onto my laptop so that I could then insert them onto the Wix page. And it just was very, very tedious. Honestly, my Facebook page would probably be the best place to do it. But we'll see. I kind of got a couple of decisions I have to make on the channel going forward, how I want to proceed with a few things. Not so much the baseball. The baseball is going to be the steady. But as far as other stuff I may want to do or not, or just decide I'm not going to do projects in a couple of sports. It could be wanting to do everything is all well and good, but there's only so many hours in a day, and I've got the framework for getting the hockey project, basically a hockey version of the franchise stars concept. As Ramirez goes down, and Ron Guidry, 8 strikeouts through 4. Gators giving up the homer to Manny, but not much else. We'll head to the top of the 5th here in Cleveland. It's 2-1 New York. And I've got the groundwork set up for that, but I'm kind of wavering on whether I really want to take the time to create all those players. I'm not sure my heart is in that at the moment, so I got to kind of have to just decide a couple of things here. Keller rips this one down the right field line, and hooks just foul. Keller, who hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Yeah, see, it's a fault. It's just, when I first started this, I first started the Legend Sports Universe when COVID was going on. And that was different. I was worried as Keller crushes another one to right. That's a banger off the wall. Doby plays it well, though. Keller in the second, but the throw was a little bit offline, and Keller has a leadoff double to open up the top of the fifth. And double of the season for Charlie Keller. And that was different. I was working from home every day, so I had a lot more time that I could kind of develop and create and stuff like that. But now I'm back in the office 3 days a week, and it's just, like I could when I was working from home all the time, I could patchwork broadcasts together too. When it's kind of like record partially and then pause the game, and then when I had a break from work, record another half hour, etc., whatever. So I don't really have that luxury anymore. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out, a good way to move forward. I'm also really excited about the boxing project. I've been doing some tweaks to that. And again, I was away for a week too. But I'll get back to the boxing soon. But, like the basketball project, I've kind of not been great about, staying on top of that project, and it's been hard for me to get, a ton of traction as far as people watching the basketball games. And again, there's no interest, nobody owes me interest. It doesn't work like that. As Joe Gordon steps in after the walk to Berra. But the basketball project is cool, but I don't broadcast those games. And it definitely affects my immersion in the project that I'm not announcing the games. The NBA 2K Sports does such a great job with the game. It presents so well, they broadcast so well. So I just didn't really feel like I needed to, but it has certainly hindered my being really locked in with that project. And obviously, if I'm not locked in with my own project, I can't really expect people to be tuning in to be locked into it too. So the ground ball smash there, fielded nicely by Ramirez. They get the force at second, but the turn pulls Tomei off the bag, so they only get one. Lajoie's throw sailed on him a bit. Tomei saves him there. But his runners at the corners, one away. And now Kluber will try to deal with Bill McDougal. McDougal is 0 for 1. Fouls that one off. Retired. I'm a ways away from retirement. I have contemplated doing basically every sport is that one when McDougal, we'll get back to that in a minute, as McDougal lines that one into right field for an RBI single. Run comes in to score, and it's 3-1 New York. Sinker off the plate, but up in the zone, not where Kluber wanted that pitch, and McDougal basically just sticks the bat head out there and pokes it into right. First and second, one away. Here's Jeter. He's 0 for 2. I've contemplated doing the sports other than baseball, of kind of going through the seasons offline and basically maybe doing like a monthly update in each season, and then just broadcasting the postseasons of the other sports, which would let me do all the other sports, but not have those seasons take as long and not require the same level of kind of commitment and immersion from people to stay on top of them. One of the things that definitely happened is a nice double play there, hit into there by Jeter to end the inning. But McDougal, the RBI single, tacks on a run for the Yanks. Guidry's got some insurance. It doesn't really look like he's going to need it, but he has it anyway. Midway through here in Cleveland, it's 3-1 Yanks. Victor Martinez steps in to open up the bottom half.
The catcher, Victor Martinez.
So I might take that approach. We'll kind of see. I haven't decided. Yeah, there's a part of me that feels like that would be half-assing it, but again, it would also give me a better means of getting through seasons in other sports.
Now batting, number 25.
Tome steps in. Our good friend Dwayne March checks in. How are you, Dwayne? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well with you, sir. Please be sure to check out Dwayne's terrific channel. Slider from Guidry misses outside. Tome pops this one up. McDougal underneath it. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, number 13.
So a quick 2 outs here in the bottom fifth as Guidry has settled in beautifully after the first inning home run from Manny Ramirez. Here's Al Rosen. Slider misses up and in. Fly ball lazily hit to center. Bernie is coming on. He'll get there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So Guidry in cruise control right now. Yankees trying to go for the sweep. We head to the sixth. They lead it 3-1. So here is the red-hot Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 2 on the day, though. He's flown out twice.
Bernie Williams.
Kluber deals. Fastball is in for a called strike. Changeup is a called strike as well. That one kind of came in high in the zone. Kluber may have gotten away with one there. 0-2 cutter misses down and in. High fastball just misses. 2-2 the count. Good change up there, locks Bernie up, and Bernie knew it. There's just a kind of a sheepish nod from Bernie Williams towards Corey Kluber. He got him on that one away. Here's Garrett. Garrett 0 for 2 today. 3 homers, 8 RBIs in the series, though, for the Iron Horse. The Yankees scored 25 runs in the first 2 games of this 3-game set. Bullpen action going for the Indians. Steve Parsay and Joe Smith both starting to throw. Garrett smashes that one through the hole for a base hit. So it's a 1-out single for Garrett here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Aaron Judge. Judge is 1 for 2. Good fastball for Kluber in there for a called strike. Old school Yankee uniforms again. The 1919 version. Judge fouls that one off. That hit down and in. And Judge put it down the right field line. Sign of an awkward swing. 0-2 the count. Kluber delivers. Cutter there. Judge fouls it back. Cutter there. Judge lays off. Sinker misses down low. 2-2 pitch. Judge skies it to right. Dolby comes on. He'll get there. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, number 9.
So that'll bring up Maris. Now with 2 outs here in the 6th, Kluber at 80 pitches. Maris has flown out twice. First pitch fastball on the outside corner from Corey Kluber. There, just inside. Popped up in foul ground. Ramirez puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Yankees go down in the 6th. The uniform glitch rears its ugly head. Napoleon Lajoie is an Indian, not a Yankee. And he'll come up third here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Ray Chapman.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Hey, Taldridge, how are you? Welcome aboard. Appreciate it. Yep, I broadcast the games. This is a league I created in MLB The Show. It started in MLB The Show 22. It's basically a kind of a franchise stars league with a bit of a twist. I'll try to give you the quick synopsis of it. Every franchise has that ball. It's scalded to third, but McDougal snares it for the first out. Every franchise has a master player pool of 100 players from their history. As Kenny Lofton steps in here, the order turns around for the Indians. 100-player master pool. 40 guys were chosen at random for each franchise for year 1. Each year in the rookie draft, 4 new guys from the remaining 60 of that pool join each franchise, as well as 1 random Negro leaguer from history. So it's kind of a franchise stars league, but not all the top guys are there right at the start. So it kind of plays out as a career mode, franchise mode. There's trades, there's free agency, etc. And I do basically on the game schedule, I do 1 American League game and 1 National League game from each week on the schedule. I broadcast it here on the channel. Got a cool little community of some really good guys here who are also involved in sports simulation leagues, be it text sims or cards and dice or whatever in different forms. 2-2 pitch here from Guidry to Lofton. Lofton grounds it down to first. Gehrig takes it to the bag himself for the second out. So again, Guidry just continues to roll since that first inning homer from Manny Ramirez. Here's Napoleon Lajoie. Lajoie is 0 for 1. He walked back in the 4th. Fastball off the plate. It's 1-0. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's fun, I played these games for ages, and I've done roster creation for sports games going way back. Old MVP baseball and high heat baseball. Lajoie gets left with kindling in his hand as Guidry chews him up. Gehrig puts the pop-up away, and the side is retired. So Dwayne Mart's happy as Gator just continues to chew up the Indians' bats. Literally, we head to the top of the 7th. It's 3-1 New York.
Your attention, please.
So, Kluber's day is done. Steve Carsey will come in. Carsey, 4-5, a 4.18 earned run average in 32 appearances so far this season. We'll get the final line as Charlie Keller steps in. The final line score on Kluber. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Carsey will face Keller, who's 2 for 2, including that big 2-run home run. Rips this one into the shift, low liner right at Lajoie, playing out in shallow right field a little bit for the first out. So here's Yogi. Again, still drives me nuts, but there's nothing I can do about it. The uniform, the retired number glitch on Yogi Berra, it will not let him wear his number 8, so he has to wear 88, which is ridiculous, but is what it is. I still don't know, admittedly, if MLB The Show has gotten rid of that glitch in 25. I dare say they probably haven't, because as great as this game is, the little stuff like that seems to linger into each edition. You know, the gameplay is terrific, but the little glitch, the between innings uniform glitch and stuff like that, you know, their attention to those things isn't as big as, you know, quality control as it is in the gameplay areas itself. 2-2 pitch from Carsey. Berra goes fishing, and Berra here in his rookie season continues to just not really be able to get it going. Remember, Berra hit that home run on opening day against the Red Sox. You had that feeling that Berra was just going to take off right out of the gate here in year one. So here's Joe Gordon. Curveball from Carsey is in for a called strike. Aldridge, maybe one day we can have VR view and pretend we are in the stands watching. That would be kind of cool, actually. Say, hey, you're not just watching from behind. Maybe you want to watch the game from behind home plate rather than behind the pitcher and stuff like that. That's actually kind of cool. I like that idea. 0-2 the count as Carsey works to Gordon. Gets him with a curveball down and away. He goes fishing. And the side is retired. 7th inning stretch time coming up here from Cleveland. Yankees 3, Indians 1.
Leading off for the Guardians, the left fielder.
There you see Manny. That first inning blast off of Ron Guidry. The Indians were hoping that would set a tone. All it did was get Guidry to lock in from there. He's been sensational since that point. Very high strike ball there. Yankees have bullpen action going. Bob Shaw, the righty. Dave Righetti, the lefty. Guidry's at 93 pitches. I got to imagine Guidry will at least get through this 7th. Manny, deep to right field. Maybe not. Manny Ramirez goes deep for the second time in the game as he tries to carry the Indians single-handedly in this one. Home run number 17 for Manny, who has accounted for both tribe runs. And the Indians cut the deficit to 3-2. So Manny Ramirez homered in the first, homers here in the 7th. Guidry had not allowed pretty much anything in between. But the Indians, again, trying to avoid the sweep. Dwayne wants Guidry to throw at Manny. Here's Larry Doby. Hey, Beatles, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Aldridge is new to the channel. Aldridge, I certainly encourage you to join, subscribe to the other guys' channels here you see in this chat as well. Beatles does a great channel. He does a lot of out-of-the-park baseball and largely out-of-the-park, some action PC and some other stuff, but just a lot of baseball talk. He's a bit more of the conversationalist than I am as far as play-by-play kind of stuff goes. That's skied out to left. Keller puts it away for the first out. Wayne does APBA, if you're familiar with that.
Now batting, the third baseman.
You can always find Wayne streams on a daily basis. One down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Paul's channel as well, and Clee Baseball Fan, who was the first guy to comment tonight. Tim's got some great stuff on his channel as well. So we got a nice community here in this hobby. It's niche, but it's ours, damn it. 2-0 here as Guidry falls behind Ramirez. Fastball on the inside corner. That was pitch number 100 from Guidry. Ground ball, Ramirez to second. Gordon has it, throws on to first, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 41, Victor Martinez.
If Dowders is also becoming a new subscriber to me, that will be my 500th subscriber. I think I get a poster or something. Here's Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 2. Fastball misses up high. Another fastball, another one misses up high. Cameraman a little drunk there, shooting over Guidry's head for some odd reason, but that's all right. 2-0 the count. So Guidry trying to recover after the Manny home run. Again, Guidry, I think, has only given up 3 hits, 2 of them long balls from Ramirez. Victor Martinez hit this one fairly well to left, but Keller is there. Puts it away and the side is retired, but Manny goes deep for the second time to get the Tribe within 1. We head to the 8th. It's 3-2 Yankees. So you remember that Manny has owned Guidry too, because Manny's homered off him in the postseason also. Here's Paul Shuey. Shuey doing a terrific job for the Tribe out of the bullpen this year. No record, a 2 ERA in 19 appearances. He'll start off facing Gil McDougal. McDougal 1 for 2, a single and an RBI.
Number 12.
Again, the Indians have won the AL Central all 3 years of the FSBL. They started off this season, they were in the cellar into this month, into June. Just another slow start. They've traditionally started slow. They've come back to win that division every year. But this year they dug themselves a bigger hole. Part of that, of course, attributable to the terrific start that the Tigers had. But the Indians just couldn't get it going, and then they won 12 of 13 this month before this series. The Yankees tried to put the brakes on that. 25 runs for the Yankees in the first 2 games of this series. This one more of a pitcher's duel. Down goes McDougal. Shuey fans him, getting chased out of the zone. First out. That'll bring up Derek Jeter. Jeter is 0 for 3. And Wayne mentioned before, the Tigers figured it out, and Al Kaline is back. Kaline back off the injured list after that broken hand. The team right now that actually has an injury issue, the Philadelphia Phillies, have lost reigning National League most valuable player Chuck Klein. Klein tore his hamstring, so Klein is going to be out probably into August. Now the Phillies have built a nice little lead there in the National League East. But the Braves have played well. So if the Phillies falter at all, but I think that the Phillies are going to be all right just because their pitching has been so good. Jeter rounds out Ramirez, but the Phillies now have also lost sliding Billy Hamilton. Now Hamilton's injury isn't as long. Hamilton has an ACL, but it's a strain, so he's only supposed to be out for a couple of weeks. But losing sliding Billy Hamilton and Chuck Klein, 2/3 of their starting outfield, not ideal for the Phillies. Fastball is in there for a call strike. Though, as Dwayne properly notes, the Phillies pitching staff does not seem to mind. Change up, misses down low. One and one the count. Shuey from the set. Delivers. Shot down to third. Line of it right at Ramirez, who puts it away, and the side is retired. So down go the Yankees in the top of the eighth. We'll head to the bottom half. Thome, Rosen, and Chapman due up for the Indians. We'll see if the Yankees turn in the pen here. Guidry is up over the 100-pitch mark, and that is going to be it for the Gator. So Bob Shaw will come in. Shaw 3-1, a 3.95 ERA in 17 appearances. We'll check the final line for Guidry. It's basically a terrific line as long as you leave Manny Ramirez out of the equation. Guidry, 7 innings, only 3 hits, 2 runs on the 2 Manny Ramirez solo homers. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts for Gator. Drops that ERA a little bit more to 3.13 as Guidry just continues to roll along for the Yankees. But now it'll be the bullpen, starting with Bob Shaw. Okay, now Rigetti is still throwing, as is the closer, Chad Green. I'm a little surprised. Now, I know there are righties up after, but still, Thome is the more dangerous bat here. I probably would have gone Rigetti there, although Shaw is ahead of him 0-2 here. Again, Thome is having a disappointing season here in year 4. Skies this one out to center. Drifts over. Williams puts it away for the first out. Beatles, what are the Pirates doing? Yeah. What's going on there? Here's Al Rosen. Rosen is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown out. Let me see what the Indians bench looks like. Sewell, got Brantley, got Andres Jimenez. I'm not really compelled to pinch hit for Al Rosen with any of those guys. The usual crap ownership. Well, as a Mets fan, different kind of crap ownership, but we dealt with that for a while. It's weird now being a Mets fan and actually having ownership we like. That one stunk down the left field line. Close play at second, but he's in there. So Al Rosen drops a double in, a 1-out double, and the Indians have the tying run in scoring position. That one barely fair down the left field line for Rosen. Andres Jimenez. Oh, the game doing that. Good job, AI. We like seeing that. All right, hold on a sec. So let me go. I want to kind of think ahead here of how to handle this. Again, after 7th inning or later, if you're unfamiliar, I will start jumping in and doing some managing. First 6 innings, I let play out however the game handles it. But in late innings, I'll kind of get involved a little bit in bullpen management and pinch hitting and stuff like that. All right, so Shaw's going to face Chapman here because he has to. He's the 3rd hitter. But I kind of think regardless, Chapman will be the last guy for Shaw. I think you're getting Rigetti into that situation to face Lofton. I generally do not like walking a lead run, especially because, and I don't think you do it here because Lofton would be so hard to double up anyway. So we're gonna let Shaw go after Chapman here, and we're gonna let Chapman hit for himself because he's having a good year. Broken bat, Tapper, Shaw comes off the mound, flips to Gary, and they get him. So now 2 away. The runner does move up to 3rd. But that'll bring up Kenny Lofton, the tying run, 90 feet away. Shaw saws off Chapman. That's a tough play for Bob Shaw. Gehrig stayed at the bag. Shaw had to go get that ball himself. But he gets it done. 2 away. Seeing that there, like the game would have left Shaw in to face Lofton. But, I mean, Rigetti is your setup man. So there's not really any logic to not bringing Rigetti in here to face Lofton. I know there's 2 righties after him. Napoleon Lajoie can hit everybody. as can Manny. So I think you're going Righetti here and go after Lofton and try to get yourself through this.
Your attention, please.
Righetti struggled this year. 1-1, a 5.84 ERA. He was injured for a little bit too. He's only made 15 appearances. But Righetti is going to get a shot here. Oh, Sparky had worked a lot. Sparky's tired, that's why. Yankees bullpen has done a nice job this year. All these guys have done well. We'll get Stanton up just in case things go a little sideways. But the Yankees are going to rely on Righetti here to try to get Lofton. Lofton is 0 for 3. They need the torpedo bat swing. Lofton first pitch swing pulls it foul. Oh, 1 the count. Getty deals. Slider misses down low. One pitch. Slider misses away. William Lodgeway, third in the American League in batting, waits on deck. Lofton out to right field. That's into the gap. Long run for Judge. He's not going to get there. It's a one hopper against the wall. Kenny Lofton ties the game. He's around second. Bernie gets it in. Throw's going to come home on the relay, and Kenny Lofton triples off Dave Righetti to tie the ball game. Fourth triple for Lofton. A big 2-out hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Indians have tied it up. We're knotted at 3. And now here's Lodgeway with the lead run 90 feet away. Fastball from Righetti misses outside. So a huge hit there for Lofton. Jeff pops back in saying hello. Nathaniel is in here as well. Good to see you, Nathaniel. Hope everybody here as well. Lodgeway down the left field line. That one's hooking. It's going to go foul. Again, it's so funny that through the first, and again, Lodgeway's been an all-star. Right back at the box, it smacks Righetti, who recovers and throws him out. Lodgeway tattoos that ball. Forget the uniform glitch there. Lofton with the big RBI triple to tie the game, but Lodgeway could have given the Indians the lead there had that ball not struck Righetti. So we're tied at 3. We head to the 9th. Judy Gans, the left-hander, will come on for the Indians. Gans 0-1, a 4.35 ERA. In 12 appearances. The left-hander is going to be called on to face Lou Gehrig in the heart of this Yankees order as we head to the 9th.
The first baseman, number 4.
Gehrig fouls off the fastball. What I was saying about Lodgeway is Lodgeway's been he's been an all-star, I think 2 of the first 3 years of the FSBL. But Lodgeway has never quite been as good as Gehrig. Goes the other way down the third base line. That's going all the way into the wall, and Lou Gehrig is going to pull in the second. Throw misses the cutoff man. Oh, Gehrig, terrible decision. Oh, my goodness. Lou Gehrig gets greedy there. The throw from Manny misses the cutoff man, as Manny is wont to do. Look at this. Manny airmails the hell out of this throw. We're going to take a better look at that replay there. Oh, my goodness. All right, so check this out. Gehrig goes down the third base line. Chapman goes out for the cutoff. You just figure Lou Gehrig is going to have a stand-up double here. Well, I don't know where Manny is putting that throw, but he airmails Chapman. The ball gets loose. Gehrig, though, not fast enough to be trying to take that extra base. Ramirez leaves the bag. to go retrieve the loose ball. Gans covers it, and Gehrig is thrown out at third by 40 feet. So the Indians get a big break there. Gehrig gets wiped off the base paths. Here's Aaron Judge. It's still going back to that Lajoie point. But so the Indians have had all this success. They've won the division 3 straight years. And it kept on saying that, and they've done that without Lajoie really having a Lajoie level season. So now Lajoie is having his best season in the 4-year history of the FSBL, and it's been the Indians' worst season so far. 0-2 the count as Gans works to Judge. Fastball way off the plate. All right, Beatles will go on with a mystery show after this. You may have a little time to decide it, though, here if we go into extras. Judge grounds out, 2 away. Brewers. Nathaniel, the Brewers fan. 2 down, here's Roger Maris. Splitter misses away. Cutter misses away. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the cutter caught the corner. My apologies. Fastball misses down low. I could have pinch hit for Maris here, but shoots this one down the left field line. Slicing foul. Maris makes a bid at an extra base hit. 2-2 the count. Misses away. Charlie Keller, who had that 2-run homer earlier on, waits on deck. Gans delivered. Maris fouls off the fastball. Full count. Shot out into the gap, out in left center field. Ranging over is Manny. Always graceful. Runs that ball down. We can't pick on Manny. Manny has 2 homers in this game. So the Yankees are set aside. The poor base running decision there from Gehrig after the wild throw from Manny Ramirez hinders the Yanks in the top of the 9th, and now the Indians will try to win this one in the bottom half. And they started off with Manny Ramirez, who had 2 home runs in this ballgame. Again, Guidry allowed only... No, we want to see this. I don't think you're leaving Righetti in. So if you're the Yankees here... Oh, they had sat Green and then warmed him back up. All right. Because now you've only got another lefty loose. You do have Doby. And Ramirez is worse against lefties, too. So we're going to let Steve Hamilton come into this game. Man, so many teams in the league don't have lefties in their bullpen. The Yankees have 4 of them. Steve Hamilton's going to get the nod here. But not like the way that Righetti threw in that last inning. Hamilton's been terrific. 6-0, a 2.92 earned run average. In 26 appearances. But the first man he faces is a righty in Manny Ramirez. Pitch fastball misses up and in. Yankees have the closer, Chad Green, back up throwing in the pen. Fastball misses down low. Many have thought that the Yankees, eventually either Rigetti or Sparky Lyle, was going to take that closer's job from Green, but Green continues to perform well. Change up misses down low. And Rigetti and Lyle weren't here at the start of the FSBL. Rigetti was taken in the first rookie draft, Lyle in the second. Hamilton behind Ramirez here, 3-1. Fastball misses up high for ball 4. So Manny draws the leadoff walk to open up the ninth. And Michael Brantley will come on to run for Manny Ramirez. So now here's Doby, 0 for 3. There you go, that's right. Dwayne feeling violent here. Does not like the way this game has transpired. He's now called on 2 different pitchers to plug one in Manny Ramirez's ear. And a surprise, they have Doby bunt. Ooh, I don't know about that. They're going to ask him to do it again, though. Pulls back there, but it's a called strike. So now it's 1-2. Disagree with that philosophy there. And now you put Doby in a situation where he's got to protect. He chases the changeup. And Doby goes down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
I just don't think you're asking Larry Doby to bunt in that spot. The game is usually really good about that. It usually doesn't have, like, power guys and bunting. It doesn't really ask for that. But that one I think was ill-conceived. I think in that spot, if anything, you're trying to get Brantley to maybe swipe a bag and then see what Doby can do. So 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the ninth, tied at 3, Yankees and Indians. Ramirez fouls this one straight back, and the count is 0-2. Very good pitching matchup between Ron Guidry and Corey Kluber. Yankees had a 3-2 lead. Took Guidry out. Dave Rigetti couldn't hold it. Curveball misses inside, 2-2. I get you, Dwayne. I get you. Change-up misses outside. It's 3-2. Victor Martinez waits on deck. No action from Brantley as yet to try to run. Perhaps watching the Dodgers broadcast we did a couple of games ago where Davey Lopes came in to pinch run in the ninth and then got picked off. Three-two pitch from Hamilton. Misses outside for ball 4. So now, first and second, the winning run pushed to second base. Here's Victor Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 3. And you know what? I think if you're the Yankees, we've got 2 lefties coming up next. But Hamilton is looking shaky here. Oh, see, you have Stanton. I think that's the call. I think for the Yankees, they're going to go to Stanton here. So the Yankees, whose bullpen has been so good this year, finds itself scuffling here in this one. Stanton is 3-0, 2.35 ERA. He's going to come in to face Victor Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 3. Martinez is a great double play candidate if you can get him to put one on the ground. Brantley on second, Ramirez on first. Ramirez, of course, means nothing here. Stanton misses up high. It's 1-1. Jim Thome waits on deck. down the right field line, slicing foul, and it's 1-2. Stanton deals again. Curveball misses inside. Stanton from the set once more. 2-2 pitch. Martinez goes after a slider that looked like it was low. Gets a piece, though, so he stays alive. Two offering again from Stanton. On the outside corner, strike 3. Martinez doesn't like it, but that's a great pitch from Stanton. Catches the black on the outside corner for strike 3, and a huge second out for Mike Stanton. So now here's Tomei. We've talked about it. Tomei having a very down year here in year 4. Hoping to make people forget about that, at least for a little while here. 0 for 3 today, 1 for 10 in the series. Stanton delivers. Fastball misses inside. Tomei twirls the bat, trying to stay relaxed. Stanton checks Brantley at second and delivers. Fastball. Ooh, borderline pitch. Stanton doesn't get that one. It's 3-0. Andres Jimenez waits on deck. Does Stanton give a 3-0 cookie here, and does Tomei get a green light? All the moot point. Fastball way up high. So now no room at the end. Bases are stacked. All right, let me just go and check the. How much would the Indians have anybody else who could? Oh, Jimenez is in a DH spot, so I could pinch hit anybody for him. All right, that's different. I think Ken Keltner gets a crack here. I know he's just called up. He doesn't have many at bats this year. Yeah, Keltner has 4 at bats this year. Jojima's hitting 256. But Jojima is a reverse splits guy. He doesn't hit lefties well. Ken Keltner is going to get the call. So Ken Keltner comes on to pinch hit for Andres Jimenez. He'll look for his first hit of the season here after his recent call-up. Don't be alarmed by that bunt thing. That was just me hitting the wrong button. Stanton delivers. Keltner, ground ball to third. Fielded by McDougal. Throw to second. They get the force, and we're going to free baseball. Stanton gets out of the jam. We head to the top of the 10th. Yankees and Indians tied at 3.
Your attention, please.
So Michael Brantley will stand in left field for the Tribe. Judy Gans. We're gonna let Gans face Keller at least. The lefty. Keller 2 for 3. Pitch misses inside. It's 1-0. And Brockton fires again. And catches the inside. It's 1-1. Anthony is 1-2. Gans throwing well here. Gotta feed the dogs. I love my dog, Paul. I get it. My dog just came down to watch the end of this game. 2-2 the count. Gans from the set. Delivered. Keller pulls it down to first. Tomei has it. Takes it to the bag himself, and there's one away. So that'll bring up Berra. Berra is 0 for 2. He's also walked. And a very difficult rookie season here for Yogi Berra. The Yankees have resisted the urge to send him down in the minors to this point. They know that Berra is going to be a long-term solution. It has been a tough rookie campaign. Again, the Yankees playing as well as they have has let them kind of deal with Berra's throwing pains here in his rookie year. Slider down low, Berra fouls it off. And it's 0-2. And Berra chases. Dribbles it back. Another 0-2 offering. Berra pokes that one. Stays in the air, though. Lodgeway is able to track it down, and there's 2 away. Berra stretching that zone a bit. Here's Joe Gordon. Gordon 0 for 3 today. 3 homers in the series, though, in the first 2 games. And Gordon, deep to left field, forget that one. That ball is out of here, and Joe Gordon is giving the Yankees the lead here in the top of the 10th. Gordon goes deep. And Gans, he was throwing well. In retrospect, I probably could have taken him out there and gone righty-righty. But he was throwing so well, I decided to let Gans try to get through there, and that may have been a little bit greedy on my part from an Indians management perspective. Gordon goes yard, and the Yankees take a 4-3 lead. That is a no-doubter off the bat of the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. 4-15 into the seats in left center. Well, the old day late, dollar short pitching change. Yeah, Joe Smith was ready there. But again, I mean, Gans was throwing so well. I'm not going to beat myself up over that one too much. But
number 12.
Oh, especially as tired as all these guys were. Remember, the Yankees have put up 25 runs in the first 2 games of this series. So this Indians bullpen has seen a lot of action. Oh, geez. And they've been terrible. Even Clase's been terrible. Good Lord. All right, now I really don't feel so bad about that. They just happen to get burned with it. But we're going to get him out of there now. We'll get Joe Smith in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching.
Joe Smith and his 13.5 ERA. That's only over 10 innings, though. So take that number with a grain of salt. Smith's been good for them in past years. So he's going to face Gil McDougall here. Chad Green will get back up throwing again for the Yankees. He'll anticipate a closing opportunity in the bottom of the 10th. McDougall was 1 for 3, had an RBI single. Beatles knows Joe Gordon is a beast. Yeah, he's and just another one of those guys that, like, you know was good, but until you really take a deep look at him, you don't realize how good Gordon was. And especially that's Yankee fandom kind of gets into that thing where, like, everybody who was ever a Yankee deserves the Yankeeography. But you also, the counter to that is that you also end up in a situation as Jeter steps in here after the McDougall single, where your guys who aren't the absolute legend Yankees can also kind of get a little bit forgotten about. A guy like Gordon falls into that category. One and 0 here as Smith works to Jeter. Fastball swung on and missed. Joe Schott and Jake Miller. Working in the Indians bullpen. This would be a tough one for the Tribe to let get away. not just getting swept, but again, the Indians had won 12 of 13 coming into this series to get themselves back in the playoff picture. So to have the Yankees issue a 3-game beatdown on them certainly leave them with a sour taste in their mouth. Jeter line just one to right center. On the move is Doby. He got a great jump, and Doby tracks that one down. And the side is retired. But Joe Gordon goes yard to put the Yankees back in front. We head to the bottom of the 10th here in Cleveland. It's 4-3 New York. And on comes the closer, Chad Green. 28 saves and 31 opportunities for Green, a 2.81 earned run average. He will open up Ray Chapman. Chapman batting .307 on the year. He's 1 for 3 today. We're not going to get... And again, the Indians, I really don't have anybody on their bench left other than Jojima. They have Sewell actually on the bench too, but we're going to let Chapman hit for himself. Good year, good game. Goes to bunt his way on as he's wont to do. But he misses that bunt attempt. It's 0-1. Curveball misses. One offering from Green. Chapman, line shot to second, but right at Gordon, and there's one away. I thought that might get over Gordon's head, and that would have been extra base possibilities for Chapman. Gordon snares it, one away. Order turns over. Here's Lofton. Lofton, of course, had that big game-tying RBI triple. And knotted things at 3. Ball there from Green is in for strike 1. Flash doing it in the field also. Wayne loves his Flash Gordon reference. We'll get him to sing the Flash Gordon song on his one of his streams one day. Hit those high notes, man. 1-1 to count here as Green works to Lofton. Popped it straight up. Lofton slams his back down in disgust. Berra sheds the mask, and the Indians are down to their final out. So that'll bring up Napoleon Lajoie. Lajoie 0 for 3, grounded out earlier on. He does have a walk on the day as well. First pitch from Green. Fastball misses down and in. Remember, Manny Ramirez is out of this game. Manny was pinch run for early. Manny would be on deck. He and his 2 home runs on the day are nowhere to be found. Lajoie turns that one but foul. Green delivers. Ball misses down low. Ooh, slugfest in Milwaukee. 12-10 Rays and Brewers in the 7th. Fastball misses outside. The now first place Cubs leading the Cardinals 3-2 at Wrigley. They have overtaken Beatles' Pirates. Cubs playing great ball. Pirates have hit a bit of a funk here. They're still in second. They're still in, I believe they're in the wild card spot. But the Cubs doing a good job this season. Lajoie up the middle. There's a base hit, and Lajoie keeps the hope alive for the Indians. Remember, Lajoie could have won this game in the bottom of the 9th. He had a similar play there, similar hit to that when Lofton was on third. He hit it a little bit harder, but he hit it off Righetti. Righetti was able to recover and throw him out at first. That ball gets through. The Indians walk it off in the 9th. So now here's Michael Brantley. Came on to run for Manny, stayed in the game. Lodge away at first. Indians down in their final out, down 4-3 here in the bottom of the 10th. Brantley, fly ball down the right field line, hooking foul. Judge giving chase. He may get there, and he does. Nice job by Aaron Judge. That ball had a little bit of hang time, and Judge gets there, puts it away. The Yankees complete the sweep of the surging Indians. Guidry, a terrific performance, though he'll come out of this with a no decision. And the Yankees take it in extras on the Joe Gordon homer to complete the 3-game sweep in Cleveland. That's a gut wrencher for the Indians. To get that game tied in the 9th, you get Manny, who's had a rough year. To get you a couple homers off Guidry, who was great against everybody other than Manny Ramirez in this game. You get yourself to that situation, you force the extras, and then you lose it in the 10th on the Gordon blast. I appreciate that, gentlemen. Alternate History 100 checked in. Yes, sir, just in time for the ending. Literally. Stanton gets the win. Judy Gans, despite the photo not being of Judy Gans, takes the loss. Chad Green picks up save number 29. Charlie Keller, that's an odd choice for player of the game. Keller had that 2-run homer in the second, but I think Ron Guidry is actually the player of the game there. That's a bad call. Or you could give it to Manny, who hit the 2 home runs that even kept Cleveland in this game. But at the end of the day, who really cares about the player of the game honors? Your final wide score: 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Indians. Yeah, Beatles, I appreciate that, man. Yes, Charlie Keller. Keller's another one of those guys, and we've had this conversation. You know, when you do projects like this, and we talk about guys who, like, maybe, like, you knew were good or you knew of, but don't really realize how good they were until you get into the whole roster creation project stuff that I do. And Keller is one of those guys. Like, I had heard, I knew of him from previous projects I've done, but I hadn't really taken quite a deeper look into him as I did when this project started, because he had the one year that he was really, really good. And I was like, wow, did I maybe overrate this guy? And then you look up his career. I'm like, no, he was pretty freaking awesome. Which is one of the joys of doing these projects. One of the cool things that I get out of it is when I learn a bit more about a guy who I may not have known quite as much about beforehand. So anyway, that will wrap it up here from Cleveland. Be back hoping tomorrow, probably late tomorrow night. We'll do Reds and Braves from Atlanta, and then that will wrap up June. And then I'll probably do something that we're a little bit past the midway point of the season. I'll probably do a little bit of a broadcast there to kind of say where the league is at as we head to July. But Beatles is going on shortly with as we said, a mystery broadcast. I'm not sure if he knows what he's doing yet, but we'll go and we'll all find out together. Head on over to Beatles channel. Thank you guys all. Bang that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't, as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Yankees take down the Indians 4-3 in Cleveland.